Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen our friend's Gen 4 Jimny in quite a few of our videos. So we decided to have a detailed look at the Gen 4 and all the mods that have been done. So if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment below. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.
I'm here with Gunther Bauer on his YouTube channel, and today we just want to compare some modifications that we made with our Jimnys, and in the last 3 years, what did we do? My name is Johan Spies. I owned two Gen 3s in the past. The first one I've also modified quite a bit, but my last Gen 3 I keep stock standard. And when the Gen 4 came available, I just had to get one. So, and here it is. I got it in January 2019, and today it will be almost 3 years that I've had my Gen 4. And I actually started to modify it from day one. And yes, we'll do some walk around, what I've done to it, some tips to guys if they're not sure what they want to do, why I've done it. Some of it is just for cosmetic reasons, other reasons, practical reasons. So yeah, let's take a look, walk around, and look at all the mods we've accomplished in the last 3 years. Okay guys, yes, first thing I've done, straight from the dealership, I put on some all-terrain tires. The tire I went for choice, the BF Goodrich 215 75/15, fits into the standard rims that the Jimny came with. If you look at the offset of the wheel, you'll notice that I've put on some 30mm wheel spacers just to get the wheel aligned with the fenders. Just gives it a better stance, and the wheelbase a little bit wider, especially when you go off-road. And about a month after that, the next thing I've done, I put in a tough torque suspension. That was basically the first Gen 4 specific suspension that was developed for the for the Gen 4, and they're a little bit expensive, but till date I'm very happy with it. I've tested it in numerous occasions, in sand, on rocky terrain. Basically every month I'm testing it, and I'm very happy with the suspension. So yeah, it's a nice lift. It's a 40mm lift, and it's got brake line extensions, so no problem with the flexing for the brakes. And it's also got an adjustable bracket onto the diff for the adjustment of the headlights because of the adjustment in heights. Rock sliders. Practical. Yes, I decided to go for Wild Hawk rock sliders. I think they look quite good on the Jimny. It suits them. They're nice and high up. They give proper protection from the bottom. There is a lot of comments about the way they mount it. I must say, in the 3 years I've been using them, no problem with the mounting points. The brackets at the bottom, they did hit some rocks in the last few years, and they still where they're supposed to be, not bent. Brackets are still in place. Brackets are still in one piece. So very happy with the rock sliders. They've got some high lift jack mounting points. That makes it easier if you want to jack your car. You don't need to get underneath the car with your standard scissor jack. So definitely worth it. Some years ago, I got very, very good advice. When you want to mod your four-wheel drive vehicle, always start from the bottom to the top. Meaning suspension, tires, And then very important, not only rock sliders, other important add-ons that I did do is transfer case protection and front and rear diff protection. Another important thing, especially on the Jimneys, the radial arm fittings are really exposed for rocks. So important thing to fit on the Jimneys is the radial cup protectors. Always. Protection from bottom to up. Okay, then not for any practical reasons, but just for some aesthetic reasons. Few things I've done. Indicators, I changed it to the clear glass. It's got a colored bulb in it. That I've changed. Then I put on this nice acrylic dummy hinges. It gives, so since the Gen 4 has got so many features of the old SJ, I thought that the dummy hinges will really give it a individual look on the Jimny. And then if you slide to the back, some protection underneath the handles. Always get scratched there, so that's a nice addition. And then just to cover the keyhole, this is a magnetic little cover, and it also helps keep some dirt out of the keyhole, and it makes it look rounded. And then recently I added the wind deflectors. They are very stable. I've been looking for a pair for quite a while now. This one has got an extra 2 brackets on the inside that stabilize it, that it doesn't flap. It sticks onto the door. I first thought I'll wait till there's you get these that slide into the rubber of the window, but at the end I decided on these. They look nice, they perform well. You can open your window, no water coming in. You've got still a draft in the car. So very happy with these. And yeah, that's just some of the accessories on the side. Next mod that I've done, maybe it's for lazy people. I like it a lot. I've fitted some gas shocks onto the bonnet to hold it up in place. I found the bonnet staying open a little bit higher than with the standard arm that supports it. So yeah, it's a nice addition. Lifts it nice and high. I had some stainless steel angle iron bent to support the shock at the bottom and on the bracket of the bonnet itself. Important to use quite a thick gauge of stainless steel when doing this. It's amazing what force this little shock is putting on that bracket. I had some aluminium ones fitted first. I couldn't bend them by hand, but after 2 or 3 times I open it, the aluminium ones bent, so I decided to go for stainless steel. While the bonnet is open, one of the unseen mods that I've done that I think is very important is a diff and transfer case breather kit from the Sol. It's a very easy kit to install. It comes complete with all the pipes, with all the brackets. I've decided to fit it up here. It's nice and high, out of the way, and the pipes made it, and it's a very neat install. Spotlights. What size spotlights? What type of spotlights? I decided to go for the Hella 6-inch Supernovas. My choice for this is Hella's a great make. The LED lights, they don't chow a lot of power off your car. Should you switch it off and it's maybe on, you know you're not going to drain the battery that quick, and they're brilliant at night. The Jimny comes standard with LED headlights. They're not bad. Even on bright, they're not bad. But yeah, I think our guys were always looking for some extra light at night. Excellent light. When they're bright, they really do their work, and very happy with them. The brackets I've got on is also stainless steel that I had specially bent into the back of the car, where you get brackets available now that you can fit onto your Jimny standard. They're not necessary to have your own made, but a lot of mods on my car, when I've done it first, a lot of these accessories wasn't available in South Africa. So yeah, I couldn't wait for them and had some of my own made. Snorkel. To fit a snorkel or not. Um, in the beginning, there wasn't any snorkels available. There was, you could import it, but at horrific prices, and I just thought it wasn't worth it. Then this one came out, custom built for the Jimny at a much better price. I decided to fit it. I did fit it myself. If you're handy, yes, tackle it. If you're not sure, have someone professional fit it. There is quite a lot of work involved doing it. Am I happy with it? Yes. I stay in a part of the country that's extremely hot. And I found on hot days, I've got better, cooler ambient air than the normal place. It was under the wheel arch. I found the air coming from the wheel arch being much hotter than the air up on top. I think it did improve my fuel consumption. My power is better. I'm happy with it, and it looks nice. Two-way radio. I had a hand radio at first. I found it not to be very efficient, especially when you're traveling in convoy. The signal from car to car with a hand radio is not wonderful. I still do have my hand radio. When we're on obstacles, the co-driver will use it from outside to the vehicle inside, and I opted to fit an in-car radio, and surely it made a huge difference. Where to fit the antenna? I first had a special bracket that maybe fitted on the bonnet, but with the angle of the bonnet it didn't work. They actually scratched my paint a little bit. Wasn't very pleased about that. I didn't want to drill a hole in my body of the car, and at the end I opted and decided to fit the aerial on this corner piece. This corner piece is not a clip-on. It's got screws that support it from the inside, so it's very stable, and I'm happy with the position. It is quite a long antenna, and if I really don't use it and going to a shopping mall where the roof is low, actually works well. I just tuck it away underneath my roof rack. So want to fit a two-way radio, I recommend it. It's definitely worth it if you like to do riding with other people in convoy. Outside mods, roof rack. There's quite a few roof racks on the market. At the end, I opted to go for the front runner roof rack. It's maybe a little bit more expensive, but the variety of accessories that you can fit to it is quite extensive. Accessories I fitted is a awning to the side. It's a 2 meter by 2 meter awning. Works well. I don't use it a lot, but the day when you need it, it's really handy. It's light, it's easy to put up, no problem. At the back, not something that everyone will opt for. My reason for adding this is a flat water tank. That can take 50 liters. It's helped a lot in field when we do some cross-country, crossroads and down in the bush. You always need water to wash your hands, just for general cleaning and that, and it works perfectly. On the other side of the car where the outlet is, the filler is nice and high up here. From front runner, they've got a nice swing bracket with a tap that takes the water a little bit further away from the car, and rather than a tap that's straight and fit onto the car and it mess all over your car. Works very well. Nice sleek design. It swings out. You've got your tap that you can open. I even attach a short hose to this So when I use it, the water is down where my hands is, and I don't have to receive the splash from the tap up there. Works very well. Because of the 50 kgs that I fitted and the water tank that I fitted, when it's full, I found that the car can have a little bit body roll, so I opted to have airbags fitted in my springs that I can inflate. It's very easy. From the outside, I fitted the valve on the bumper. I can actually inflate this from the spare if I don't have air available, or when I'm too lazy to take out my air pump. But worked very well. When you don't have a load, I just deflate it and the car drives like normal. When you inflate it, it actually lifts the suspension a little bit, but much more stable when you've got something on the roof rack to help with body roll. High lift jack. Do you need it on a Jimny? Maybe not that often. I decided to have one fitted. I used the high lift brackets from Frontrunner. Works very well. With the jack at the back, it's easy accessible, easy to remove. And since I've got the rock sliders with the mounting points for a high lift jack, I opted to use this. It still looks new and unused, but I did use it 2 or 3 times already. Just remember, when you use a high lift jack, the standard lift point is flat and square. You need to get yourself the adapter that fits over that with a round fitting that fits onto your design of your fittings where you want to lift it. Okay, interior. The window defroster don't have any guards on. It didn't look very nice to me. I think it was also in danger in getting damaged. This pocket holder, or whatever you want to call it, I had this made. It helps. I've got the small little bags with some straps at the back that you can fit anyway, and this carry all the small little stuff in here. My hand radio, tire pressure gauge, all the small little stuff I keep in these bags, and it's nice out of the way but easy accessible when you need it. Interior, as you can see, my back seats are almost permanently down. This is quite inexpensive. These brackets, adjustable brackets that I fitted on the side, there is pre-installed M8 bolt nuts on the side of the Jimny that you can get fittings fitted to it. To me, it was too expensive to buy it from the dealership or some of the aftermarket. I bought these strips. I fit it onto the standard holes, and what's nice about this is actually adjustable into any point you want it. This side, you can see it keeps my bag with a recovery gear nice in place. This is permanently here. I never remove it. This is just a non-slip mat to keep everything from sliding around when I do some shopping. And on the other side, I've got this is just my ratchet straps. This is also from Frontrunner. What's nice about these straps, it's a tie-down strap with a flexible part in it, so it works very nice. I just keep them there until I need it. The Jimny comes standard with this little box at the back. It's just all my little loose stuff that's in here. Fire extinguisher, cable ties, always useful. Some gloves, my panga, making sure the car don't get stretched too much. That's basically it. And then I've got these little tie downs and the corners as well. On top, against the roof, I fitted this carry rack. It fit very easily. It fits to the grab handles that's at the back. It's quick detachable at the sides, just 2 little screws that you detach, and you can actually slide it out. Easy to use. This keep all my small little stuff that's also easy to reach. Got a little tool bag on the corner. My Indeflate helps with my tires. First aid kit always handy. A towel and some caps when going out and it's too sunny. You keep it all in one place. In the front, quite a few things I've changed over in the last 3 years. I had these cup holders fitted. They work very well. Happy with them. You can actually fit it to that side as well. There's a bolt-in screw in the dash. You can just remove that the rubber plug, and it fits straight onto there. So it's a really a solid fit. On the window openers, I installed this little switches. Of course, you use the windows quite a lot. It's actually a nice fit just to push it up and down than rather have to always push it top and grab it from the back to lift it. So it's just a nice push from the bottom up and from the top down. This part at the bottom of the window openers is actually added extra. It looks standard. It's very well designed. This is from Jimny style. It fits over the standard cigarette lighter that's fitted actually this side. So it integrates there. It fits nicely. It's got a fuse on the side. Then it changed the one cigarette lighter into 2 USB ports and 2 cigarette lighter ports. I've got my tire pressure sensor indicator that's permanently on the one cigarette lighter. Works very well, and the area for the USB that works with your radio's interface for the CarPlay is still available. That works very well. In front as well, I had this gearbox cover installed. It just gives me some extra storage. It's got little zip backs on the side here, zip back on the top, just all loose ends that you can put in there, nicely accessible. On the dashboard, this helps also some protection from the sun. Nice bag up front there, nothing in the middle. This side in front of the driver, you can put some documents. That's easy accessible from the front. In the center console, around the selector for the 4-wheel drive, I've got this little tray fitted here. It gives just an extra place for another a cup holder, and for some loose stuff that you want to put in here. There's even place for a little card, a credit card that maybe your fuel card you can put in there. This is a 2-way radio. I talked about the aerial I fitted. There's not really any space to fit a radio into the car. I've got these bags on here, so this will hinder with the leg space. So I decided to just drop my radio underneath the floor. It's got some Velcro on it, so it just sticks to the floor. Out of the way. The handpiece the cable is nice and long, so easy reachable. I just put it away on the bracket onto the center console at the back. Okay, there is a charger that fits onto a cigarette lighter there. This is the standard space. In other countries, you've got a push start. There's a push start button. It's not being used. I installed an extra cigarette lighter plug there. I've got a Garmin dash cam fitted to the top, and that cable I just routed it down to the bottom here, and this is out of the way. Even if I use my keys, it doesn't hinder me. I also installed the Power Plus throttle controller. Very happy with it. Doesn't give you extra power, but it gives you better throttle response. In the economy mode, your throttle is much slower and less responsive. that actually work very well off-road. Then you don't get that jerk effect if your foot slipped onto the on the pedal. So it works very well on open road. I like to put it into the more sensitive response. Then you don't need to keep your foot that flat on the accelerator. Just light touch and it accelerates actually very well. Very nice, and I'll definitely recommend it to anyone that wants to do it. Rear view camera on a Jimny, is it really necessary? No, it's actually so short. I think you can judge it where you're going. I opted to put a rear view reverse camera on. It works actually very well. Since I've been using it, I've realized reversing into places with the spare wheel up high, you actually misjudge how far you're from an item, and usually I'm about feet away from an obstacle, so I can go nearer. It reacts quite quickly, putting into reverse, nice and clear, and works very well. You can get really up and close to an obstacle when you reverse. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope this really gave you some insight into some of the mods I've made. What is practical, what's impractical, what is just some nice to have. Please subscribe to Bowl Odyssey, to this YouTube channel. Like it, and this next video we will make is going to be a comparison between Gen 3 and Gen 4, some performance comparison. We did do a comparison about 3 years back, but I think it is time, after all of these mods and with all the mods that was made on the Gen 3 as well, that we do a new comparison between the two Jimnys. Thanks.